And it turns out to be just as easy as it should be. I was missing something obvious, so I'll hit the More button in the upper right hand corner there, bring in my list of books that I've been reading recently. Much easier to bounce around between different texts than it was on the original Nook. And I'll bring up the menu here and hit the text button, and right here it said normal before, then I selected butter. You've got mocha for those of you who like light text on a dark background. That actually makes me see lines in the dark, but you know, to each his own. Got sepia. So it's I think it's the same selection that you have as in the app for Android phones. There might be a couple of extras there, I'm not sure. And you can always just bounce back to the publisher defaults. I will be providing a much better comparison between these three devices very soon here, but let's just take a quick look between the Samsung Galaxy Tab, the NOOKcolor, and the original NOOK Wi-Fi at their primary differences. Of course, the original NOOK is a e-ink display up here where you read your text, and there's a full color display down here at the bottom, which I need to turn up the brightness on. And you see how slow that is in responding. So there I have the touchscreen brightness all the way up. It works. I never had any problem with it. I enjoyed using this original NOOK to read, and I probably still will because I like the e-ink technology at the top. But as you see here, I just get these alerts saying I have a new periodical issue, and I have to go in and find them in my library, whereas the new NOOK has today's shelf where it just pops up. It's funny sometimes how you don't mind the slowness of a device until you use something much faster. But there are distinct advantages to this e-ink screen. I can look at it in the sun and it's going to look almost like paper, and you get very little fatigue reading. You do need a light source, which can be kind of a hassle sometimes. I have a clip-on light, like a regular book clip-on light that I use if I want to read it in bed at night, or if I take it somewhere in the car at night that I'm going to be waiting. And it served me well, but as you can see, the capabilities are limited. The interactivity with the screen down here leaves a bit to be desired, but then again, you're not distracted by anything. You can just immerse yourself in your book. This is a 6-inch display, just black and white. The NOOKcolor is a little bit bigger. I think it's something like 1/10 of an inch thinner, but less than half of an inch taller and wider. Very close. But you have the full 7-inch display at 1024 by 600. It's actually the same display size and resolution as the Samsung Galaxy Tab, and here I'm running the NOOK Android application, and you can see it's got the similar options. It's just laid out differently. I can go into my library. See, so this navigation of library is definitely more pleasing than the original NOOK Wi-Fi. However, this NOOK Wi-Fi is only $149 now, and it works very well. It's slow, but you know, how fast do you turn pages really? Comparing the two in the light, you may not notice a vast difference between the way the text is displayed. This looks more like paper. This is backlit like any computer screen really, as is the NOOKcolor. And here is that Android slide to unlock screen. So let's go back to the text here and compare these two. Now you can see the refresh rate is different in the NOOKcolor. It's blinking, at least in the display on the back of my camera. Text looks a little bit different, but they have individual settings, of course. If I go into my menu, font options, I have, wait, no, that's not what I wanted. Okay. That's in all settings. Okay, so you got to look around. The settings are in different places on the NOOK app than they are on an actual NOOK. So I want to change the theme. We have night, day, sepia, and butter. So yeah, there are a couple of more options. couple more options here. So I'll go in the text and let's find a similar one here, mocha. I don't think that, yeah, they do have a night, so there we go. Definitely looks different. I'd have to say that I think this one looks more pleasing to my eye. But then again, this is a $249 e-reader with internet and social functions, whereas this is a tablet computer that costs $600. So again, this is just a quick overview. Just unboxed this thing, and I want to get some time to play with it before I report back. But we'll have lots of coverage right here at Droid Dog. Take care.